Ever had those days where everything just clicks? You start strong, signups come early, and the whole day feels effortless. Then there are days that are steady, some signups in the morning, a few in the afternoon, and a strong finish. But then you hit the hard days, the ones where the morning is slow, the afternoon is worse. But what if I told you it's these hard days that matter much more than the easy ones? Today I want to break down the 3 types of fundraising days and explain why how you handle the hard ones is what defines your success. Let's break it down. The easy win days. These are dream days. 2, 3, maybe 4 signups early in the day. You're in the zone, confident, unstoppable. Honestly, these days are amazing, but they're also really rare. And if you rely on them too much, you're in for a rough ride. Then we have the consistent days. Steady, solid, predictable. A couple of signups in the morning, a few in the afternoon, and a really nice, strong finish at the end. These days don't feel that flashy, but they're super powerful because when you learn to make the most of days like these, you build something even stronger than momentum. You build consistency. But of course, you also get the hard days. Morning is dead, afternoon is even worse, and you start questioning everything. But if you keep pushing, if you refuse to give up, if you stay focused, if you stay locked in, sometimes in that very last hour, everything changes. One sign up, then another, maybe even a third. And suddenly what felt like an absolute failure feels like a massive victory. And here's the truth. These last minute wins only happen if you're still trying in that final hour. Now I've seen it over and over again. Fundraisers who mentally check out before the shift is over. They stop pushing, they're kind of just going through the motions, and they're waiting for the day to be over, feeling like it's been a complete letdown. And I know this because I've done it myself. I've had these kinds of days, but I've also had the days where I've stayed focused all day, right to the last second. In fact, with my teams, what I used to do is have something called Power Hour. You might do this yourself, right? That last hour of the day, push extra strong. Give it your all. Everything to play for. And honestly, I used to see magic happen time and time again in that last hour. I remember one day that I was having an absolute horrific day and I was doing everything right. I felt like I was doing everything that I could and it just wasn't happening. And I pushed super hard in that last hour and I got 4 signups literally in that last hour. I think 2 of them came in like the last 10 minutes of the day, back to back. And honestly, it felt like an incredible achievement. And it's those days that I remembered that it's pushing to that last minute. It's never over till it's over. And now that doesn't always happen, right? It's not like if you do this, you're guaranteed to have those last minute wins. But even on days like that, I can go home with my head held high, knowing that I've done everything. But more often than not, when I have pushed really hard right until the end, it has come together. Maybe it's not been an epic day, but I've hit my targets or at least gotten further along than I was for the rest of the day. The reality is we never know when the signups are coming. Some days you do everything right and they only come at the end or not at all. And that's fundraising, that's life. So how do you handle these unpredictable days? So firstly, stay focused on the process. Stay engaged, stay present, and keep putting in effort even when it's really hard. Number 2, give it your all till the last minute. As I said, you don't control when the signups happen, but you do control how you show up till the very end. And lastly, measure your success beyond just numbers. Even on tough days, you're still developing skills, resilience, and grit. And here's the kicker. The hard days are where you grow the most. It's when you're forced to dig deep and develop in days that the easy days will never teach you. So next time you're having one of those days, the ones where nothing seems to be going your way, remember this, stay in the game, keep pushing because sometimes victory comes in the very last moment. And even if it doesn't, like me, you can go home with your head held high, knowing that you gave it everything. So what's the toughest day you've ever had fundraising? Have you had days like this where everything came together in that last hour when you didn't give up? I'd love to hear your story. Drop it in the comments below. And just before I sign off, I want to give a huge shout out to Ella over in New York. It was super cool connecting with you. Your story really inspired me. I mean, your passion, your drive for your team was incredible. Honestly, you made my day. So thank you so much. And for others that want to connect with me more directly, there's a link to the community in the description below. So jump on there. And if you appreciate this video, if you got something from it, I would love it if you would like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with somebody else who maybe needs to hear this. And until the next one, stay inspired and keep fundraising.